third part for this chapter. Interesting that as your understanding of chemical messenger in the brain grows, the traditional distinction between hormones or neurotransmitter is a little bit not as clear, and this is kind of vanishing. Now, this is an example here. Epinephrine is one of the amino acid derivative that is both a hormone as well as a neurotransmitter. Just some example right here. And we're going to move ahead with polypeptide. This is the largest class of hormone. They range widely in molecular size and complexity. Some example we took earlier, insulin. There's about 51 amino acids released by the pancreas, and that is the response to high concentration of glucose in the blood. The way it works, as we said earlier, stimulates cells to take up the glucose to either generate energy or store energy for later use. I want to insist on steroid hormone. Steroid or ROAD, divided according to function into three types: mineralocorticoid, glucocorticoid, and sex hormone that are going to be the characteristic we find in male and female hormones and their physical characteristics. Looking at the two most important male sex hormone, androgen, are testosterone and androsterone. They are responsible for development of secondary sex characteristics during puberty and promoting tissue as well as muscle growth. Those are here the testosterone and androsterone. When we're looking at here the female equivalent, or estradiol, the female steroid hormone, we call those the estrogen, are synthesized from testosterone. Now, they are very important, estrogen, because they help for development of female secondary sex characteristic and also participate in the regulation of the menstrual cycle. The progestin, especially progesterone, are released by the ovaries during the second half of the menstrual cycle. And this is their composition: estradiol, estrone, and progesterone. Now, looking at birth control pills, where mostly they are a mixture of the synthetic estrogen ethinyl estradiol and the synthetic progestin norendrone. How do they work? Well, they trick the body into a false pregnant state, making it temporarily infertile. And you probably heard of the famous morning after pill RU486. That's kind of the same principle is going to help to not let a fertilized egg be able to implant in the uterus. And then I have to talk about the anabolic steroids. Well, they are drugs. They they resemble androgenic or male hormones such as the testosterone. There is a lot of side effects, and most organized sports have banned the use of these other performance-enhancing drugs. However, the use of roids is still widespread in sports. And some of the athletes try to get around drug screening by using what we call designer steroids. Well, the problem with here is that you need to know the exact compound structure to be able to identify them and have a test for it. So the analysis of synthetic steroid to determine its structure is easily done. Tests can be quickly developed, but it's kind of a chase between the one who makes new designer steroids before we have a screening that will be able to reveal an athlete has been taking them.